How does a nation transform from the realm of ancient gods into a technological titan, reborn from the devastation of war? How did a country cloaked in centuries of isolation survive savage civil conflict and seismic shifts to rise as a global powerhouse? This is the story of Japan, a land where timeless tradition gave birth to futuristic brilliance
and emperors. Japan's story begins with the prehistoric Jomon people, hunter-gatherers who created some of the world's first pottery. Around 300 BCE, the Yayoi people arrived from Asia, introducing metalworking and, crucially, rice farming. This agricultural revolution caused the population to explode and the first kingdoms to form, leading to the Kofun period, named for its massive burial mounds. The largest of these, the Daisen Kofun, is bigger than the Great Pyramid of Giza, a sign that the Yamato clan was rising to become Japan's imperial line. By the 8th century, with its capital in Nara, Japan was absorbing culture from China, including Buddhism and a writing system. During the next era, the Heian period, Japan found its own voice. The capital moved to Heian-kyo, modern Kyoto, sparking a cultural golden age. Court ladies invented the Japanese script hiragana and used it to write the world's first great novels, like The Tale of Genji. But as the court focused on art, a new power was growing in the provinces: the warrior.
The rise of the warriors. The age of the aristocrat was fading. The age of the samurai was dawning. As the emperor's court lost its grip, power shifted to wealthy landowners' private army. In 1185, after a civil war, warrior leader Minamoto no Yoritomo established Japan's first military government, the shogunate. The shogun, a military dictator, now held real power, leaving the emperor as a revered but symbolic figure. The shogunate brought stability and famously repelled 2 Mongol invasions in 1274 and 1281, with the help of typhoons seen as divine winds, or kamikaze. But the cost of defense fatally weakened the government. Regional warlords, or daimyo, grew stronger, and by the mid-1400s, Japan fell into the Sengoku period, a century of constant civil war. From this chaos, 3 leaders emerged to reunify the nation. First was the ruthless Oda Nobunaga. His successor, Toyotomi Hideyoshi, completed the job. Finally, Tokugawa Ieyasu won the decisive Battle of Sekigahara in 1600, ending the bloodshed and starting an era of unprecedented peace. A world apart. In 1603, Tokugawa Ieyasu became shogun and moved his government to a small fishing village called modern-day Tokyo. This began the Tokugawa shogunate, which ruled a peaceful Japan for over 250 years. To maintain control, the shoguns implemented the sakoku, or closed country policy. Wary of foreign influence, they expelled nearly all foreigners and forbade Japanese from leaving, limiting trade to a few merchants in Nagasaki. This isolation sparked a unique cultural explosion. With no wars, samurai became administrators. A vibrant consumer culture flourished, driven by the newly wealthy merchant class. This was the age of the floating world, a realm of pleasure that gave birth to kabuki theater and iconic woodblock prints. For 2.5 centuries, Japan cultivated a culture all its own. But in 1853, Commodore Matthew Perry's American warships sailed into Edo Bay, shattering Japan's long isolation. The dawn of a new era. The Americans' arrival was a profound shock. Faced with superior technology, the shogunate signed humiliating treaties that revealed its weakness. A movement swept the country to revere the emperor, expel the barbarians. In 1868, samurai leaders overthrew the shogun and restored Emperor Meiji to power in the Meiji Restoration. Japan's new leaders knew they had to modernize or be colonized. They chose to modernize at a breathtaking speed. The feudal system was abolished, the samurai class was dismantled, and in their place came a modern army, public education, and rapid industrialization. In just decades, Japan became a modern industrial and military power. It proved its strength by defeating China in 1895 and, stunningly, Russia in 1905. But this new strength fueled an imperial ambition that led to World War II. By 1945, the nation lay in ruins. Yet, from those ashes came an incredible economic miracle. Rebuilt as a democracy, Japan's economy took off, driven by technology and manufacturing. By the 1980s, it was the second largest economy on Earth, a testament to its ability to reinvent itself. This cycle of isolation, transformation, and rebirth makes Japan's story uniquely captivating. If you found this journey fascinating, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next video. Let us know in the comments, which part of Japanese history do you find most incredible? what is the story of Japan? It's a story of dramatic contrasts. A nation brilliant at absorbing outside ideas, from Chinese Buddhism to Western technology, and reshaping them into something uniquely Japanese. It's the story of an ancient imperial family that has endured for over a millennium, watching as real power shifted from shoguns to warlords to prime ministers. Above all, it's a story of cycles, of closing itself off from the world, only to burst back onto the scene with astonishing force. Today, Japan faces new challenges, but it remains a nation where ancient shrines stand in the shadow of gleaming skyscrapers. This incredible blend of past and future, of tradition and innovation, is the true legacy of its long and turbulent history.